Bro's really trying. You're really trying to grief me, dude. For my gear, are you serious? We're on the same team, you goober. I literally have a gun. I can shoot you whenever I want, but you're gonna try and like grief me. There we go.
Friendly hit. Identify before you engage.
Oh wow, that's AIDS actually. Wait, what are you doing all the way over there?
I started using the TAC map that they got for this game, and there's some spicy stuff over here. I'm trying to just farm up the AI and see if I can find some keys, because find locked doors.
Well, I found out where some spiciness is near Falcon. I'm gonna go check it out. Also, I got a bug MFG to make the fucking center dot in the Alcan red. They need to illuminate that thing.
I haven't used it much.
I like the Alcan a lot. It's just the center dot just needs to be red is all. Huh? You want to make on me? Okay, I heard it, dude. But I don't see you, dude. Oh. Where? I'm gonna find you and kill your whole family. Oh, I just found a quest. It's called The Stand.
I'm about to go over to another one over here. Have they said anything about allowing you to run it on your servers yet?
What? Like, you mean dedicated?
Yeah.
No, not yet. They don't. They need to establish like a whole server browser. They need to make an exe that we download to actually host it on a server machine and stuff. Like, there's still a lot of things that they have to do, but it's getting there. Because like I'm so down to like because I want to host a gray zone server on an i9 14.9 64 gigs of RAM, you know, and kind of just see what that's like.
100%. I want to see like does that just eliminate the fact that we can headshot them and they don't die? Like is that just
yeah. So from what I've noticed, remember how I was talking about the animations and how that was causing like hit reg? So basically when they flinch, like that is what's causing people not to take damage. Sakura was telling me that yesterday, and I'm pretty sure that's the issue. There's something wrong with whenever an AI is like flinching and like reacting to your gunshots and the animation, it makes it invulnerable.
Well, there's also the standing still and you line it up and they eat it.
Yeah, for sure. Enemies at Falcon, motherfucker. I really feel like a lot of these laptops inside the COPs really need to be moved inside of a building.
Yeah, they're tough folks. They can handle it.
Yeah, a lot of the cops themselves need to.
Falcon is under attack.
Oh, you mean the one where you gotta capture it?
Yeah, no, I'm just talking about the laptops. They're just all out in the open because, like, literally, I'm looking at the laptop, fucking, I don't know, like a couple 100 meters away, and I'm just gonna wait for this guy to touch the laptop. I'm gonna shoot him in the face.
Yeah. You can go prone and capture it, so.
Yeah. Part of me just feels like it should work like an actual, just like Conquest objective. Like you go in, you have bodies on the point, gets you the cap. Once you cap it, you have to defend it for like a minute or two, and then after that minute or two, AI spawn in, and then you can access, you know, the traders and the guards spawn in and so on.
That is the kind of thing that I was actually just having a conversation with my chat about, where there's like, you don't always know if the gameplay that you have right now is the best iteration of that gameplay.
Well, it's
So
the first
there's
it's the first iteration of Cops, so it's like there's going to be more changes coming to it, right? So
100%. It's just like what do we do next? It's not always obvious. So you got to give them time to figure out like what can they do soonest, and that's not always like the best thing to do. And then also like how do we test the other options?
Yeah, for sure. I don't disagree.
I think those custom servers are probably the fucking way. They just let you host your own shit and see if you can tech your way out of it, or like memory your way out of it, or whatever, CPU your way out of some of the issues, and then just fucking do it. Hey, this weekend it works like Battlefield. This weekend there's PCs you gotta get, like stuff like, and then hundreds of people will show up and you get a real test.
Yeah, no, for sure. I don't disagree with that. Yeah, I'm honestly thinking there's like a bug with these contested points, because like this point is being contested. There's an AI doing just nothing, standing there, and there's nobody around at all.
I did a test yesterday where I sat 100 meters out from one, and they were still able to capture it. So I would imagine it's like 50 meters that somebody needs to be on and still have it contested. Also, I think it is a timing thing. So maybe they did die, or maybe they walked away, but it's still a certain amount of time that's still contested.
But like if he's dead, it wouldn't be contested still. That's the thing. Usually when this happens, it means there's a PMC literally just chilling somewhere. Like within the perimeter. Yeah, dogs would be cool, yeah. They can like sniff out players or something in the perimeter. But the AI at Cops just needs some work in general, and so does the structure of Cops themselves. They're very like... They're just basically too easy to capture, and the AI do not defend them well enough. There needs to be guard towers with snipers. There needs to be patrols. There needs to be better sentry points and cover as well. Like I feel like I should not be able to cover this laptop from this far away. It should be inside the building, or at least these like little bivouac things right here. These should be like little bunkers basically. Because I really would like to sit down with the map designers and basically just kind of go over a certain ebb and flow about the points. Because obviously these are made for PvP. And they were just kind of placed around the map just because, like, the position would make sense. But the areas themselves, like the Cops themselves, need to be reworked quite a bit for better PvP flow. Because, like, for example, like, let's say this POI, for example, like, all the bushes around the area should be clear. There should be, like, no bushes around the perimeter at all. Because if you're making a bivouac site, like, you want to have a visual clearance outside of your AO within a certain distance, so let's say 50 meters. For example, like, we'll use Bronco here. There's basically all of this foliage. There should be like zero foliage around Bronco at all. No bushes or anything. Basically like 50-meter sight lines, clear sight lines into the point. And if anything, even adding some trenches, I think would actually be really cool. So there could be some ways to like entrench and like move up into the points rather than just like it being bush camping. Because if you have a large perimeter like this, like you're gonna want to clear all the foliage out so that like you essentially have a no man's land in between the objective and your enemy potentially. Because that's what you would want to do. Yeah, exactly. So I think around the Cops there should be like limited foliage, like the bushes should get cleared. I feel like smaller foliage, like this bush, like right here, like this is fine. Like these can be here, but I'm merely talking about like the big bushes, like the really big ones that people rat in and stuff. But those bushes in general, I think, need to have collision, and they need to have a waiting feature very similar to how you get in water. So it's like, once you get to a certain point in the bush, your character should basically go high ready and start going like this with his arm, like he's wading through the bush. And it should be very, very slow. And I think that should be done to deter bush camping. I also think you shouldn't be able to go prone in bushes either. Just to kind of deter bush camping and bush ratting a bit. Like you can lay prone next to a bush, like around like the edge of it. So say you have like a core of an apple, right? The core is basically, it has a collision. It slows you down when you go in it. You can't lay down in it. You can't crouch in it. The outer like edge of the apple or the bush is like what you can interact with freely. You can lay down next to it and so on, but you're not like submerging yourself in the bush. I think that shit would actually help out a shit ton. But again, similar to whenever you get in water, your gun goes up and your guy goes like this. It should be the same thing in a bush, except he's going like this with his arm, like kind of wading through the bush. So that way, if like you're moving in a bush, you're not gonna be able to fight. Prone too long camping, send some snakes out. Dude, I would be down for that, actually. I would love, like, Metal Gear Solid 3, like, wildlife in this game. I think that would be so sick to have snakes and stuff that you'd have to worry about. I think that'd be so fucking cool. I'd be so down for that. Genuinely, I think like little wildlife would be very cool. Even I know this is kind of outlandish, but I like the idea of even being able to hunt a little bit and like cook your own fresh meals, and they give you buffs. So like for example, like you could kill like some kind of jungle animal and like, you know, go grill a snake, and that grilled snake gives you like little extra stamina or something for like 10 minutes or some shit. I personally would like that kind of gameplay a lot because it's like not required, but it would really add to the immersion of the game, in my opinion, especially with sounds. Like if you could hear wildlife out in the distance, and like when you hear birds or you hear monkeys or you hear, you know, whatever, it's not just a sound that's playing in your ear. It's like an actual entity in the game world that's making that sound. It makes you feel very immersed. Is the backup iron functional? I don't think it is. No, not yet. What the fuck is going on here, dude? Whatever, I'm going back to the marketplace. Go look for my keys. Feel like loot's underwhelming? You gotta be looking in the right places, dude. Again, you gotta remember, guys, this isn't EFT. This isn't a game that's all about the looting. It's all about questing and like the story gameplay and stuff and the narrative. It's not about, okay, guys, we're gonna go out and loot a bunch of stuff and go back and sell it. Like, there are places you can go do that. You just have to know where to find them and what places you can go do loot runs at, but that's not the focus of GRZone, and it never will be. Unless, well, once you get to the point where we actually go into Ground Zero and there's like artifacts and like weird relic like items that we can find and shit. But GRZone just isn't that type of game. If you're looking for like a looter shooter, like this is not it. There is loot and there is that type of gameplay here, but it's not the focus. What's the focus? It's a MMO FPS, all about the narrative and story. Can you replace plates in the carriers? No, you can't. I do think that would be cool though, but I also feel like it's a little unnecessary. The current armor system works for what it is. Doesn't need to be more complicated. But I don't think it would be a bad thing though, being able to swap out plates and stuff. I think that would be cool. Would you like to see mag packing, Dayz or EFT style? Dayz style, personally. I want to be able to pull my mag out and see an animation. I think that'd be great, and it should play a sound. It should be pretty loud. But I think for just a temporary solution, because obviously a mag packing like Dayz is mostly animation work. So the animators would have to kind of animate like every single magazine. Granted, a majority of them are basically the same. But I would like to see it like, you know, Tarkov, where it's just like right-click, load, click, 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 click. You know what I mean? So that way, like, you need to prep and bring more magazines in, and having sidearms would actually be pretty, like, necessary as well.
Eyes on Argos. Hostile activity detected.
Argos. Okay, we got friendlies over there. But yeah, I think it would be it would literally take a coder, like, less than a day to do mag packing the way the EFT does it, where you just kind of load in a magazine. So I think they should definitely do that pretty soon, because like right now it's meta 260 round mags. Just fill up your magazines. It's very boring in my opinion. It makes it to where you don't really get in situations where you're like, fuck, my mags are low, I need to pack. But I would like it if there was an animation though. I think that'd be great. I feel like if I held R, there should be like pack mags, and it would just, you know, obviously pack whatever ammo you had. Wait, music? They have music in this game? I didn't know there's fucking music in GRZone. Why doesn't this music play more often? What the fuck? This is dope. Since when? Why is this my first time hearing music in GRZone? This is dope. This is very vibey right now. I like this. Put the player right there? No. See, this is a pretty good GRZone moment though. I'm fucking with this. This is nice. The rain and shit, the music, the views. This is pretty cool. I'm really liking this right now. Oh, there's one of my boys. Wait, what am I... Wait, hold on. Oh my god, this was actually... Wait, was that not... Hold on. Oh, that... Dude, that was... Oh, it's the fucking live stream. Oh my god, I was like, what is this music, dude? I was like, oh, this music's nice. It's literally the Doom music. Dude, I literally thought GZW had music for a second. I was like, man, that fits so fucking well. That's so funny, bro. The Doom live stream literally like went up on YouTube. That's so funny. I was like, when did GZW get really immersive music? You got like one of those gray backpacks?
I have one. I can't buy it. Here you go. I guess you can't drop out of your inventory.
No, I don't think you can do that. It'd be cool if you could just message me and trade for a fee.
They need that, honestly.
Thank you. Yeah, no, that would be really nice. Also, they need to like recolor these gray backpacks to just OD green. Why are they gray? We're in the jungle.
It's a great question. I asked for a black helmet, the ops core, I think, or something.
Yeah, I honestly, I think they got to get rid of all the FDE stuff. Like, just change all this. Make it not FDE and multicam. Doesn't make any sense. It's the jungle.
Yeah.
Nobody wearing multicam in the jungle, bro.
Are we waiting on SAC?
I don't know. I need to do some early town quests because I still have like I literally haven't done them. Cephius, I just got to kill guys at crossroads. Last farewell and left behind. I got to go identify the body, and I think that's the one next to the town hall. I just got to go do those real quick.
Yeah, this is a pretty fresh server, so you should be good to go.
Okay. I do feel like a lot of these early AI should be shooting you a lot sooner, and they should be like moving and kind of shooting aggressively. It's like I feel like these guys should like move fast, shoot loud, but like be incredibly inaccurate and like really just like assuming that you get the jump on them, they're always gonna have a hard time like fighting you. 'Cause I feel like these guys would really be like, as soon as they see you, they're gonna be like, oh fuck, and they're gonna like, you know, have their gun at the hip or over their head or something, like, you know, some kind of like fucking pirate or Somali like militia dude or whatever the fuck. You know, look and like feel very untrained, but they would be like quick movers. You know what I mean? They're light as fuck. They're gonna go from cover to cover really quickly. Maybe do a lot of blind fire, suppressive fire where they think you are. But like all of that fire is just kind of like loud and scary, not necessarily like super lethal. Because like he should be, I feel like right even there, like he should be reacting way sooner. Like if I'm already in his peripheral, he should already be trying to like aim at me and try and shoot me already. See, that's what I mean. Handguns are so bad. The recoil is so fucking high on these things.
Alright, I just got Banshee 4. He does not, in fact, sell a different MCX. It's the same one. You're gonna have to build it up every time.
Okay. Does he at least
Unless there's, like,
does he sell the suppressor at least?
Yes.
Okay.
You want one?
I'm okay right now. I got a few suppressed MCXs. I was just curious. What else does he sell that's cool? Anything else?
For 4, razors. I'm buying them. 40 round mags for the MP7. Unlimited APSX for the MP7.
That's insane. Holy shit.
Suppressor for the MP7.
5 is max level, right? Or is it 4?
4. Pretty much. I mean, there's a I always fumble this integrally suppressed M700.
Yeah, that thing's really quiet. Yeah, like see right there, me vaulting over, like that AI should have shot me right there. Like there's no reason he should be like, oh my god, he's climbing over the wall. Oh, he landed. You know what I mean? Like that's I understand it's like early AI, but sometimes I feel like their logic is just like they're like actually dumb or blind. To be fair, these guys used to fucking like one tap you though. They used to be super aggressive and almost like never miss. But I feel like some of these AI are just like they're really dumb. The MRO. Oh, from earlier? Yeah. It's kind of a larger like D-hate. Ow. Yeah, that's probably it. Dude, that's such a brutal vomit. Honestly. It's honestly some of the most like high quality vomit like effects I've seen in like a first person game. I'm not gonna lie. Like the vision kind of gets all green and like there's all the blur and shit. I don't know. It's very visceral. How much PvP is there? A lot more than there used to be. But it's still like in addition to the like the PvE content, it's not like the full experience. We will be getting more stuff like that in time though. For example, like the faction based like objective missions are going to be pretty big for PvP because factions will have to compete over them and the resources they provide. So right now we have what are called like squad-based missions, which are these. And so nobody in your squad can die, first of all. And you basically have to do these randomized missions that are kind of at each POI. And then once you finish them, you get some money and experience and rewards and trader rep. And this is like the first like, you know, prototype feature. This is literally like the first implementation of this. And they plan on expanding this to like solo missions that you can do just by yourself that will kind of pop up all over the map. And then faction-based missions, which will show up for every single faction. So all three factions will have like almost like a focal point for PvP, and that could be, you know, a variety of things. You know, it could be like a PvP mission could literally be.
I am literally out of things to do, unless I go to Bonpa or Tiger Bay.
He's done all the missions. That's funny. Let's say like a faction mission would be like, you know, Fort Nerth control or something, and like one of the first prerequisite is your faction needs to control.
I'm to squad radio then, but I'll see how that goes. Yeah.
You basically control all of the fobs around like a point, and then like once your faction controls the fobs, it opens up like the next stage of like the quest or something. You know what I mean? It could be pretty cool. So there's a lot of ways they could take it. My personal idea was have like a vehicle convoy, like basically moving around the map. It'd be like on a static line. You know what I mean? Very optimized, and it would just basically, you know, have like some sentries, some technicals with like machine guns on them. Maybe some like foot escorts as well. Like it wouldn't be moving very quickly. Then you could like ambush it and like get some like really high tier loot, something like that. Yeah, you get trader rep for these. Yeah, they're pretty great. Do you like how much more effective this is in melee over EFT? I think it's cool. I mean, they have a whole melee focused update coming too, which I think is really dope. Honestly, melee combat used to be hella viable in Tarkov because what happened was when you'd walk up to stuff in EFT, your guy would kind of get forced to like different weapon positions like this. And so the longer your gun would be, you know, the easier that was to trigger. And you can do that in Gray Zone too. So you can literally stuff somebody, force them to a high ready and literally stab them and kill them. But in Tarkov, that's not really a thing anymore because your guy just goes like this to his hip instead every time. But I always thought it was a very viable strategy because it rewarded having short weapons and it rewarded having a pistol. So if you switched to your handgun, there wasn't really weapon collision with this. You could get a lot closer to stuff to shoot them. See my gun's here, no collision. If I pull my rifle out, it's going to have some collision. I won't really be able to fire effectively. It's cool. Bro, this guy's a fucking yapper, dude. Yeah, I definitely need to learn to like clear buildings and corners and stuff more. I also think they like if they're going to be really aggressive, they should start like shooting the door angle and then push in, just like pre-firing and shooting into the door, like very unaccurately, of course. Make them feel really aggressive. I want Mara to play Sane AI SPT mod when it comes to fighting the AI in that mod. Holy shit, dude. Mara does most of the AI behavior. IRL, what's a realistic amount of ammo and magazines to carry? 300 rounds. So you'd have like 10 magazines if you're going on just like a typical patrol. But that's also like kind of what sentries would be expected to hold onto them as well. So roughly like 8 to 10 magazines and then extra ammo.
Friendly units inbound. Check your targets.
In game, like you'd only really maybe need 3 mags and extra ammo. You wouldn't need like a full loadout like that. It just really depends on how much shooting you plan on doing. If you're going to be suppressing a lot and shooting a lot, you might want to need, you know, more mags and extra ammo. Bro's really trying. You're really trying to grief me, dude. For my gear? Are you serious? We're on the same team. You goober. Don't do it, man. Don't do it. We don't have to do this. I literally have a gun. I can shoot you whenever I want, but you're gonna try and like grief me. There we go.
Friendly hit. Identify before you engage.
Oh wow, that's fucking AIDS actually. Holy shit. The fact that he can run in a circle and I can't hit him is insane, and now I'm KO'd. Wow. That's tragic actually. Yeah, trying to get me aggressor tagged. What's crazy is he hit me and he was an aggressor tagged, bro. That's insane.
Which one was it?
Let's see. It's GZ Warfare is his name. Yeah, the movement in this game is so bad. The fact that he can circle around.
With you. Oh,
Yeah,
Did he do it to you at the cop?
No, he literally just shanked me and killed me. He hit me once in the neck, made me bleed out, and running back to get my shit now. But I don't think I'm going to be able to loot my stuff because I'm an aggressor now.
He is right behind you.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
We're good. So about PvE, yeah, exactly, dude. Holy shit. What an actual gremlin. Yeah, this guy's actually just griefing me. He might just be like a stream sniper or something. But to be fair, he is actually showing like some good things here for the developers to learn on. Because like if players can do this to you, and obviously you could just see that guy literally just spin around me in a circle with his knife and I couldn't even hit him. Like that's insane. The movement in this game is so jank. Oh fuck. Oh, what the fuck? Code of contact violation? Are you fucking serious? How is this? Dude, did this... Boys, gray zone. Come on. Are you seeing this shit? Are you serious?
Thank you for the stream.
What the fuck? Oh my goodness. Yeah, they reported. I saw that I got reported earlier for griefing. I still got my gear though. It's okay. Wow. That's so funny.